coffee.
A traditional Ethiopian coffee ceremony provided a good start to Secretary of State Antony Blinken's meetings with top government and Tigrayan leaders in Addis Ababa, with all sides eager to repair ties strained by 2 years of a grueling civil war. Blinken took a moment to reflect on the lives lost and the pain many endured.
The conflict was absolutely devastating. Hundreds of thousands killed, widespread sexual violence against women, millions forced to flee their homes, many left in need of food, shelter, medicine, hospitals, schools, businesses shelled, destroyed. The cessation of hostilities agreement is a major achievement and step forward, saving lives, changing lives. The guns are silent. As the fighting has stopped, human rights violations have declined.
Blinken said African leadership, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, and Tigrayan leaders all deserve credit for the cessation of hostilities reached in November, supported by the United States. And he brought some good news, pointing out that the U.S. is the biggest bilateral donor of aid to Ethiopia.
Today, I announced an additional $331 million in emergency food and humanitarian assistance that will reach billions of people, millions of Ethiopians affected by conflict, affected by drought.
One expert told VOA that normalizing bilateral ties after the brutal civil war will be a process and not a switch. But the United States is in a unique position to help.
And I think that's where the United States has a very critical role to play as a trusted actor, as a guarantor. It can ensure that Tigrayan interests are being considered as both sides move forward. It can, ensure that Ethiopian sovereignty and Ethiopian interests are also being respected.
Another expert told VOA that Abiy is eager to normalize ties and get back into a U.S. duty-free trade program, but she urged caution.
What he has been doing is downplaying the atrocities that have occurred by all warring parties, but also his own, by his own direction in places like Tigray. And so he is looking to get economic relief from the United States. He is looking to get other partners around the world interested in being donor nations, in having free trade, in bringing businesses back to Ethiopia.
Blinken said that with peace taking hold, Ethiopia is moving in the right direction, and the U.S. shares its aspirations, but is not ready to welcome it back into the U.S. trade program right now. Cindy Saine, VOA News.